All too often times with our children, we just get so wrapped up in teaching them too much truth. Too much truth, too much truth. And we don't get involved in grace. We don't teach them about the grace. And teaching them the truth is fine. But you teach them not to do this and not to do that. And don't do this. Don't do that. Don't live this way. Don't think that way. Don't wear this. Don't speak like this. And we get in the don'ts. And you never tell your kids what to do when they do. No one ever tells the kid what to do when they do. We just get into don't do this and don't do that. John would say, I write to you, little children, that you would not sin. Do not sin. But if you do, you have an advocate. You missed that part. You have an advocate. Jesus Christ, the righteous. And then we go the other way with it. We don't teach them anything. We like to let them work it out. I'm not going to impose religion, structured religion on my children. I'm just going to let them work it out. The world can't wait for that to happen. Can't wait for that. Because what you choose not to teach your children, the world will teach them otherwise. A city that's set in a hill can't be hidden. And so we know what he says in verse 15. Nor that he put a lamp. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. And then in verse 16, here it is, the call to action. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify who? You? Glorify your Father. Where? In heaven. There should be something different about us. And our lives should glorify the Father. There should be something different about us, man. There should be something different about the believer. And so that when you go through persecution, right, because you're going to, because that's what he's talking about, when you start to go through hard times, when you start to go through difficulties, when you start to really go through some hardships, and they see your good works in the midst of all of that, when the world starts to see you and how you handle all these things, they're going to say, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? And listen, God doesn't need you to add anything to your life. You understand? If it's the power of the Holy Spirit in your life, say it. If it's the power of Christ in your life, how has your life been transformed? How are you going through all of this difficulty? It's not Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, and something else. It's the power of Christ. That's what is going on in my life. How are you holding it all together? I don't know. All I know is that the Lord is with me. I don't know what the answer is. It's not Jesus and this, and the Holy Spirit and this. Reading this book from this guru. Not adding anything else to it. Let your light shine. It's a light that you have already been given. Not something that you attain to or achieve. He says you are. You are right now already the light of the world. Right now, today. You're the light of the world.